Bob Dylan gave David Crosby and the Byrds one of their biggest hits, and that was his classic single, Mr. Tambourine Man. Even though the notoriety surrounding Dylan and the Byrds' relationship mainly pertains to the single, the relationship between Crosby and Dylan goes far deeper. Matter of fact, when David Crosby first heard Dylan perform, he was so amazed that he nearly quit music altogether. Prior to his passing, David Crosby always paid credit where credit was due. Thus, he often praised Dylan not necessarily as a musician, but as a poet. Funny enough, Crosby often inadvertently stated that he was a better musician and singer than Dylan. However, when it came to lyrics, Dylan was miles and miles ahead of him, and Crosby attested to that fact. Regarding his affinity for Dylan and Mr. Tambourine Man, Crosby stated per Sterigum, "It was really terrible. It was a really bad demo. They were out of tune and they were all screwed up. It was absolutely nonsense. But we heard these words. We were entranced." Per his comments, Dylan didn't discourage Crosby through his musical talents. Rather, he did so through his profound poetry. After Crosby heard Dylan for the first time, he knew he could never write anything better than the folk bard himself. Consequently, Crosby, in the spur of the moment, believed there was no point in pursuing music any further. "The first time I saw Bob, I was still a folk singer, and Bob was still a folk singer," he recalled. "He was playing at one of the big clubs in the village. He was playing there and I snuck in. I sat there and I listened to him and I said, well, shit, I can sing better than that." Then it penetrated to me what he was singing. He continued, "I listened to the words. Then I thought seriously about just quitting the business and taking up another line of work. I knew I couldn't match that." Evidently, Crosby did not quit music and had a career just as successful as Bob Dylan's. However, arguably, Crosby's writing never reached the level of sophistication and nuance that Dylan's did. Regardless, the two are heavyweights in their own right, and thanks to their shared song, both parties will remain legends for decades to come.